The jungle, 40 years ago, green, exotic, wild animals. That was my playground. When I was a little child, I had the privilege to see Mexico at its best. No highways, no bridges, no dams. Because you see, my father was one of the ones who built those engineering wonders. I was there when there was nothing. It was a miracle. It was intoxicating. It was a fabulous learning experience to be there. And it was more exciting to me to come back home to all that praise that my father showered me with. She's such a good girl. She never complained the whole day. We couldn't go to the toilet. There was no toilet. She never complained. We didn't eat the whole day. She never complained. Something grew inside me. This pleasing thing is a very good thing, huh? My father is so proud of me. I never complained. What next? School. I went to school and I met a very loyal friend, the number 2 pencil. You might know it for the multiple choice exams. You fill in the right answer, because of course there is one right answer, isn't it? And I remember my first exam. My first exam had 10 questions, and I got a 9. And I remember very well what was that question. That question was, how many times do you brush your teeth? Well, I answered truthfully 4 times. I answered truthfully 4 times. 1 as I wake up, and 1 after each meal. But the teacher wouldn't have it. It's 3, so you're wrong. And I thought, does she have surveillance in my home? Does she have cameras? How does she know if I brush my teeth incessantly 10 times a day or not at all? How does she know? The question was, how many times does Blanca brush her teeth? Not how many times doctors recommend you should brush your teeth, or what the textbook says. That was not the question. The question was how many times I did it. So that day, that question taught me a huge lesson. Do you want the 10? Lie. Do you want the 10? Disrespect yourself. I learned an excellent lesson in how to be disrespectful from my own truth. I was so good at it. I was so good at it. You can see it in my CV. So many letters after my name. Academia gave me prizes and prizes because I was just so good. I was so perfect at telling them what they wanted to hear. I became so good at that corporations opened their arms to me. Welcome. And we give you the ladder of success for you to climb. And I did. This little girl who was in the jungle went to the corporate jungle. At 35, I had such a senior job. In Europe, I was the most senior woman for my company. My colleagues were men in their 50s. I was managing millions of euros and dozens of people. I had respect, I had power, I had even the fear of some people. But what was in my heart? Emptiness? Loneliness? There was no love. But of course, I was very well anesthetized. From champagne to wonderful new dresses, great anesthetic. To continue in that path of pleasing others, in that path of self-annihilation. When did I wake up to that? I woke up one morning, one sobering morning when I realized that I was alone and lonely. In that room that morning, I realized, oh my God, what do I have in life? I was thin as a stick, eating disorders. I had a menstruation twice a year, so quite likely I will never be able to have children. I didn't have a good relationship with my parents. With the rest of the family, forget about it. Real friends? Not really. Bodies to get drunk with? Maybe a bit of alcoholism, possibly. Time for an intimate relationship? Not even that time to date. And at that moment, in that moment of pain that morning, I said, it's over. It's over now. And the universe listened to me. The universe listened to me, conspired for me to be here. I'm here with you. And I can tell you, I have 2 children. And I don't want any other woman to go through the pain I went. I see professors, MBAs, lawyers, great titles, lonely, disrespecting themselves, disrespecting their bodies, disrespecting what they really... Thank you so much. And I think it's crucial that our women learn to respect themselves, and learn to respect themselves from early childhood, because they are going to be the ones who are going to be changing the world. And how are they going to be able to do it? If we keep teaching them how not to be themselves and how wrong it is to be the way they are. So how can we change that, and how I changed that? I was there, I had a construct, a straitjacket. How could I quit that job? You know, I have that money. Well, I did. But before I got the key to freedom, even before I put my resignation letter. And the key to freedom is the same that I used to write my 3, is the pencil. And I like it to see it as a pencil of possibility and the pencil of creativity. It's a metaphor for art. Art is what set me free. Before I put my resignation, I started drawing trees and drawing flowers. And the tree got replaced with a brush, and the brush got replaced with my fingertips, and acrylic and oil started coming out onto the canvas. I became a painter before I knew it. And with painting, it came poetry, and with poetry came public speaking, and before I knew it, my life was completely changed. So it doesn't matter where you are in your life, even if you feel and you know that you're very accomplished and you're really happy and you have respected yourself, you haven't reached that level of disrespect that I described, go and take your pencil and own your right, your divine right to create, because you are divine. And for the children, it's not about giving them pencils. It's about not taking them away from them. For the children, allow them to create. Allow them to tell the stories they want to create. That fantasy that should not stop. So, connect with your heart. Own your right of love, of creation for the world. Take your pencil.